1-2 coming. And McNeil flies one toward the left field line. Tagging up is Alonso. Half moves over, makes the catch. Here comes Alonso. Here comes the throw. It's cut off front of the plate. He's out! Now the Mets will argue that Amaya blocked the plate.
And he did.
But if the call is upheld, then the ball game is over. And immediately Carlos Mendoza comes out and says, I want to challenge the call. The ball was cut off and then relayed to the plate by Madrigal, and Amaya clearly had the plate blocked before he had the ball. And we'll see whether they rule it that way.
Pete's hand came up and didn't touch the plate. Is he really blocking the plate?
Amaya did something very interesting. He stood on the plate, almost at the back of the plate. So he let that front of the plate open before he squeezed it off.
Now Pete's hand comes up.
Did the hand hit the plate? That's going to be the question.
Yes, it is. I don't think they're going to call it for blocking the plate. I think they're going to call it whether Pete's left hand gets in under the shin guard.
Now we'll take a look. Watch the left hand. It comes up.
I think is.
Let's see. He's
it's
boy.
Up and down, up and then up.
Did he scrape it before it came up?
Don't know that. Yeah, that's the tough call.
But the call on the field was out.
Oh, this is a tough call for New York right here.
Okay, watch it bounce and it goes up. And then it'll slap down again. Does the tag go on first?
That's so close.
It is
so close. Well, if the call is upheld, the game's over and the Cubs win.
Did his hand get back down before the tag?
Here we go.
Pops up. Does it come down before the tag?
Oh, boy.
That was Neriz's reaction to the original call.
Right. It's a heck of a relay throw in and a heck of a relay. Who was it, from Swanson?
No, it was from Madrigal.
Madrigal, a heck of a relay throw.
Well, Madrigal would come on for defense.
Oh, boy.
After review, 2 calls on the field. Blocking is confirmed. There is no blocking. After review, the call of out on the field stands. Runners out.
So the Cubs win the game.
Oh, my goodness.
The ball is upheld.
My first reaction is he blocked the plate because I could tell what he was trying to do. He was trying to just make sure, because Pete had to know the play wasn't coming in from left field, so he might have had a play at getting in pretty easily. But once Madrigal threw it in there, you could see Amaya just standing on that plate, just ready to drop that left knee. But he stood on the back of the plate, which allows Pete that portion of the front of the plate to get his hand in.
Yep.
But the hand bounced. It didn't come down on the plate till right as the tag was made. You could make the argument that it was a tie, that the hand hit the plate as the glove hit the shoulder, which would make him safe. But there wasn't enough evidence for the replay officials, I guess, to make that call, given the fact that the out call was made on the field.
Right. And if Pete comes in and gets that hand down, he's safe.
And, you know, it also brings up the point that we make all the time. Going in hand first to home plate is not the most efficacious way of being safe.
It's a good way to get hurt. That's with the shin guard, and but you can go in strong with your feet. But I think Ronnie called it. I mean, I don't think he was blocking the plate. He gave Pete the plate. It was pretty obvious. If it had been a safe call, this game is tied. It was an out call. They weren't going to overturn it.
We've seen so many catchers, Gary, who stand kind of in front of the plate and sweep the hand, and it's too late. He stood behind the plate and dropped in front of it at some point, which made it more difficult for Pete. Pete did as good a job as he could do to try to get that hand in, but Ramos with the out call. That was it.
And I guess the thing that needs to be parsed as far as the blocking rule is concerned, if you put your foot on the plate and you're taking away most of the plate, but you give that little front edge, is that sufficient? And I guess what the replay officials felt as though it is.
Yeah. Remember a few years ago we were doing a game and one of the catchers for the Pittsburgh Pirates stood behind the plate and took the throw, and he said that's going to be the play in the future, and we kind of laughed at it, scoffed at him. That is the play right now, to stand behind the plate and then drop in front.
It worked for the Cubs. Happ made a good throw, and Madrigal made a better throw, and Amaya made a terrific tag, and the play was as close as could possibly be.